If I ask you, can you turn on the light and turn off the light? You can do it instantly. But what if I ask you, can you increase the brightness or decrease the brightness of this room light? For this, PWM signal comes into play. PWM stands for pulse width modulation. It is just like creating fake analog type of signal so that we can control the analog type of devices around us like brightness control, motor speed control, and this application is limitless. So let's understand in brief how it works. PWM is basically a unipolar square wave pulses. Say for example, for time period T, half of the time period is on and half of the time period is off. Then it will be considered as 50% duty cycle of PWM signal. Same with 75% duty cycle. It means 75% of the time our signal is high and 25% of the time our signal is low, and this goes same to 25% duty cycle. So generally most of the microcontroller have a high voltage 5 volt and low voltage 0 volt. So the amplitude will be maximum voltage minus minimum voltage, which is equal to 5 volt minus 0 volt, that is 5 volt. Now somehow you are able to generate 50% duty cycle of PWM signal, then at the output side you are not going to get exactly 5 volt. You are going to get the average of on time and off time, which is mathematically equal to duty cycle in percent multiplied by amplitude. So in our case 50% is our duty cycle and amplitude is 5 volt. So 50% of 5 volt is 2.2 volt. If you are generating 75% duty cycle of PWM signal, basically you are generating 75% of the amplitude voltage. So you can vary the output voltage by changing the duty cycle. So let's generate PWM signal with our favorite Arduino Uno board. So open Thinkercad, go to circuit and click on create new circuit. Choose Arduino board and choose one LED. Connect the cathode to ground. So there are total 6 PWM pin in Arduino Uno. The symbolical representation is something like this. Pin number 3rd, pin number 5th, pin number 6, pin number 9, 10 and 11. So I am connecting our PWM pin to pin number 11. So our circuit is complete. You can also use resistance for better practice. Use 100 ohm. Now see the code. Click on code and choose text. Erase the previous code from the void setup and void loop. So to generate PWM signal, there is one function. That function is analog write. And in analog write, you have to pass two parameters. First parameter is pin number. So you have connected your component in pin number 11. So pass 11 and you can pass from 0 to 255. I will explain you later what is the meaning of 0 to 255. If you are giving 0, it means it will get 0 volt, and if you are giving 255, it will get 5 volt. So in between 0 to 255, you can adjust the voltage of PWM. So this is our analog, right? And in void setup, you have to define pin mode. Like you are going to use pin number 11 as output, so define it pin number 11 as the output. So I am giving 11 comma 255, means pin 11 get 255 and 255 is 5 volt. I am writing here in comment 0 equal to 0 volt and 255 equal to 5 volt. Now start simulation. So this has glown at a full intensity. Now let's change the intensity. Let's make it 200 and you will able to see that its brightness will get decreases. Its brightness is little bit decreased. Make it 100 and in this way we can control the intensity of light. So let's make it in loop so that you can observe it in more better ways. I have initialized one variable I, which is integer type, that is start from 0 and it will goes up to 255 with increment of, we have to add a little bit of delay here, and in the place of 100 you have to pass it that integer I and now start it. So its brightness is gradually increasing and it will increase up to 255 and then again it get decreased. So make a delay of 10 milliseconds and start it. So the brightness is increasing and decreasing very fastly. So let's check this with multimeter. Here is our multimeter and we want to check the voltage. So here is our PWM pin. Connect this to ground and see how voltage is varying. So voltage is varying up to 5 volt. Let's make more delay so that you can observe it properly. Two volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, and it rise up to 5 volt. So we are able to create analog voltage with digital voltage. It is not exactly analog type of voltage. It is just a fake type of analog voltage. So this is Elconics Suraj signing off for today. We will come with different lecture.